All right. Here we go. I left my drink in the other room. What's going on? What's going on? Keeb, how's it going? Let's see here. I need to charge my phone. All right. Let me look at the chat on my phone here in case it messes up. How's it going, guys? How's the day going for you? Why is this not popping up? Okay. What's going on? Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but thank you. What's going on? Man, I'm trying to pull up one of my other YouTube accounts and trying to watch the stream and check out the comments that way, but oh, here we go. What's going on? What's going on? Herb, I guess it's a rumor. So my birthday is January 31st. So that is actually, hold on one second. Man, why is it this hard to just trying to get to my stream here? There we go. Okay. All right. So my birthday is actually the day after I get married to Miss Kara. So if you haven't already seen, I had a proposal video on here a couple of videos ago, and I proposed to her at a park. And let's see, get that going here. And so we set the date for Saturday, January 30th. That'll be the day before my birthday. So what a birthday gift, for me to be able to be married to my best friend the day before my birthday. So that will be pretty crazy and pretty cool. So yeah. In all seriousness, I saw your video, brother. Thanks, Keeb. Appreciate that. I just wanted to, I knew Kara would like it, and wanted to put that out there for you guys to see. I made the channel a year and over a year and a half ago, and it's just kind of been along for the journey. We've been together for 4.5 years, but I just wanted to share that. So yeah. A humble man puts his birthday after his anniversary. The truth is, I just said, I'll marry you tomorrow. We'll go. I don't know if you can hear the dog squeaking the toy in there, but they're going nuts over there. But so, oh dear, that's really loud. I'll marry you tomorrow. We'll go to the courthouse, do whatever you want to do. I'm good with it, doing it in 2020. And apparently women need a little bit more time, a little bit more notice than that. And to be able to have a wedding, smaller wedding we're going to have, very, very small, just real close friends and family. But that'll be January 30th, the day before my birthday. And that'll be pretty crazy. So just the idea of getting married and this is, the rest of my life. That's just so crazy. It's still just hitting me in waves. It's kind of crazy, but she's my best friend. We've gone through so many things. Obviously things, not on the channel. just, working on a relationship and different trials and issues and situations where we've just really, get that to not go on there. When people say they fight, together, I would say that we have learned to fight well with each other, as in when there's a obstacle, a situation in our relationship, we are able to navigate it together better than, she's not my enemy, I'm not her enemy. The situation is the enemy, and we're just going together through it. So anyways, this is not a relationship channel. It is a RV transport channel, but appreciate you guys talking with me about that stuff. And we will go ahead and get into it. Let's see. Makes it easier to remember the anniversary. JK, how are you doing, Daniel? David, when I said, let's do it before my birthday, and, January 30th was said, it definitely will be easier to remember the anniversary. I did think about that. But it'll be pretty cool. Things are going well. Just got out of church tonight. We usually Kara and I we go to Wendy's afterwards and grab small little snacks or whatever for supper. But tonight she went to Wendy's. I went to KFC, and I got to tell you, they're 10 count wings with their honey barbecue sauce. Don't trust. At least I had a terrible experience. nasty wings. I had like 4 or 5, and I said I can't finish this. This is terrible. So that was a huge letdown. And the mac and cheese never fails, though. I had some mac and cheese. That was just a beautiful thing. So, anyways, let's see here, man. I'm sweating like a dog here. Oh man. What am I doing? Are we sitting in a parking lot in Geneva, delivery to New York tomorrow? Gotcha, RV SWAT. Gotcha. Very good. Keeb, did enjoy learning about your auxiliary tank in your latest video. Thanks, Keeb. Appreciate that. I've been wanting to. I've had some people ask about auxiliary fuel tanks and talking about it, but I just, for whatever reason, I've thought that there's many more important things to talk about besides auxiliary fuel tanks, and it's almost kind of a given. But then again, for me, as I've recently been thinking about it, like, Daniel, it was not a given to you. You clearly had no idea why you should get an auxiliary fuel tank and how important it is. You need to talk about this. So I'm like, oh dear, I really do need to talk about this. So, anyways, yes, finally got into it. I'm thinking about doing 1 or 2 other videos talking about fuel tanks in general, and maybe collaborating with a few other people involved. So. We'll see how that goes, but just wanted to finally get into talking about auxiliary fuel tanks. You're not the only one parked in the parking lot. I'm 5 minutes away from my delivery point. Chris James, awesome guys. You guys are starting off the week right, man. That's awesome. Why do most guys not use bed covers for RV transporting? Kenneth, very good idea, or very good thought there. The toy is about to bug me to death. They are squeaking it so loud. So my bed cover, it's just the soft bed cover, whatever. It is actually kind of dead. And when I say that, the Velcro on the sides. I've endured all of the winds out west, all of the everything, and so the Velcro is starting to lose its Velcroiness, whatever. And so essentially, I have to use like bungee cords and stuff to be able to secure it and to keep it down. And there's just been some times where the wind got underneath and sucked it up, and literally As I'm going down the road, the tarp took flight, and literally it's waving in the wind, and I'm just like, if this thing flies off, and I'm first thinking, like, if this thing flies off and it covers the front of a semi, and then he can't see because he's got a black essentially tarp over his that's what I'm envisioning. I'm like, oh my word, I've got to get off the road immediately, scaring me to death. And then if somebody runs over it and messes up their tires or something crazy happens, and I'm just thinking liability wise, man, this is not good. So I don't actually use my tarp currently right now. I will be getting a new one, even though this has only lasted around 4 years. 4 years, and I've probably used and abused it. 4 years with that. It's called I'm going to make a video on it in the future when I get a new one. I'm always going to be buying this type of bed cover in the future, but it's the Deuce Tuxedo soft bed cover, and it's worth the money. I got to just tell you right now, all the miles and the weather and the craziness that we go out into on the road. The Deuce Tuxedo, the first third of it is able to be with a little hinge, and there's a lock as well. You're able to pull the first third of it back. So the closest to the cab, if the cab's right here on this side, then the first third of it can fold back. So essentially, if you do have a auxiliary fuel tank, that first third comes back. Even though it's a soft cover, the first third literally doesn't roll up. It literally comes back. It's on a hinge. And so that hinge pivots back, and you get right to the fuel tank, fill it up, close it, boom, you're done. Very simple, very easy. It's still a soft cover, but that first third opens up and closes instead of having to go back to the tailgate, unravel the whole thing just to get to the auxiliary fuel tank to fill it up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I believe in that 1,000,000%. Mine has just currently been dead for a little bit now, and it's just, if I had replaced small little parts that had broken, bigger parts would not have broken later on. So it didn't last more than 4 years, but pretty close. And I will buy it again and again and again. I love it to death. But bed covers, I think it's somewhat of a deterrent. Obviously, they can get a knife and cut through it and take whatever stuff they want to. But for me, possibly fuel economy, but probably not much. And then just a deterrent from anybody, DOT, anybody else seeing. DOT can look in there if they want to. They never have for me, but just in general, I prefer having that cover so that people don't know how much money I've got in my bed. So yeah. Let's see here. Hey there, Daniel. James Porter, what's going on? Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Good morning. I love your videos. You also use an older model. I actually use a 89 F250 with the 5.8. Okay, wow. Gotcha. Very cool. Man, how many miles are on that? The send button, but reason is you use an older model, just not as old as mine. I get more out of your channel to compare to my experience. Gotcha. Well, glad to help out and be able to share with you. Wayne, I'm kind of new, but do enjoy your time. I find it very helpful. Wayne, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If there's anything else you guys want to see in a video for me to dig deep into, let me know. If you have questions, or if you have questions about things you don't even know what to ask, just let me know. Throw it out there. So, oh, they're really squeaking it now. Let's see. You're not concerned about some just take a knife to it, Kenneth? Yeah, they definitely could do that. But I'll just say this: no one has touched my bed cover. No one's ever been, poking around my truck at all. Besides for one time, I think I did share with you guys a story about in Nebraska where crazy story, but yeah. But they weren't, trying to get into my bed. Obviously, if you have a fifth wheel that you are pulling, you're not going to be able to have a bed cover all the way. So you might as well just put it all the way back and tie it up. But yeah, if I'm doing travel trailers or I'm empty coming home, I always put that bed cover back when it was working, and make sure that is covered. And that if there, I guess it comes down to, if they knew what was inside before, then you probably didn't have the bed cover, open actually closed. But if they don't know what they're actually going to be getting into, maybe it's just an empty bed, and they wasted their time, stabbing it with a knife and trying to cut open and see inside and what they can steal. So it definitely is a gamble. Just not having one and having my stuff in the bed, that's a gamble in itself. Anyways, that's just the I guess the what is it called, the hazards of the industry, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. 293,000, but kind of looking for something a little newer. Gotcha. Yeah, almost 300,000. Definitely broken in there a bit. So with that many years though, that's gotta have some wear and tear and some stories on that truck, man. I've learned a lot from your videos, looking to make a career change in 2021 and might be heading into this world. Finally able to watch a live feed. Kevin Briggs, what's going on? Appreciate that, man. And yeah, if there's anything, if I can help out with, let me know. I have if you go to the description of this live feed right now, it's an old presetting of all the Amazon links that I've used, all the products I've used in the past and stuff. But usually I just started doing a new thing for new videos. If you did want to talk on the phone, if I can be any help, and a lot of these things, getting into this industry, it's a lot of preparation and a lot of, reconnaissance of like, how much is this going to cost? What companies can I work with that'll work with me on this area? The different kind of things. So if I can be any help to you, answering questions, giving you questions to maybe start thinking about, so that you can then start, hunting things down. Let me know, Kevin, if I can be a help to you as you are, possibly making that career change. And I'd love to help any way I can. Obviously, free phone call. There's no charge. If people want to donate or do anything, that's fine. That's not the primary purpose. Honestly, for you guys to do a phone call, I can give a lot better help, a lot more help in a 1 hour phone conversation than I probably can responding to one email. I mean, honestly, it takes me a long time to write things out, to think things through. But if I'm on the phone, if I mess something up, I can just correct myself, and we can answer a lot more questions on the phone than on some email or Instagram or anything. So I am behind on some of my emails. If you've emailed me in the past, anybody at all, please forgive me. I'm really behind. Talking on the phone seems to be much more efficient for me. I know you can only do so many things at one time, but that's kind of where I'm at. So just let me know. If go to my website, HighMileageHelper, go to the phone consultation, and I would love to be a help to you if I can. See, James. Hey there, Daniel. What's going on, James? Hope you're having a great night tonight, man. We'll be your next truck. Man, that's, in the back of my mind, I've always just thought, well, you know what? No matter what happens, I'm just going to keep reinvesting money into my Ram 2012. And there's nothing that will stop me from keep doing that into the future. It would definitely be a Ram. If I did, it would just, I don't know, the thought of, there was a point of no return for me about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, where I just decided, you know what, this truck is getting so many miles. If I try to sell it beyond this, certain amount of miles, I'm not going to get anything from it. If I could even find somebody to take a chance on my truck, I'm going to get nothing for it, and I might as well drive this thing until it is dead. Not as in, my turbo blows up or my transmission. I'm talking the engine, which it feels like, that's never going to happen. Hopefully, I don't know. We got the dogs in here. They're squeaking around. That is great. Oh dear. So it would probably be. Thank you. Can you go away now? I love you. Hey, babies. Shh. I know. Anybody want to say hi? Nope. They just want to squeak the thing in. Sorry. Can I help you? Here. Okay. All right. Okay. We are done with that. So. Oh dear. So it would probably be a Ram 2500, obviously single rear wheel, definitely long bed. And I've got someone over here trying to make me laugh as I'm on the live feed with you. So anyways, yes. Probably a Ram 2500. I would hope to get another 12, just so I don't have to fool with all the extra emission stuff, the death. Man, oh man, I'm not looking forward to that going forward. Whether I had the truck for personal use or still doing RV transport. I would say this, with my other side business that I'm starting up and I'm doing. With the dumpster rental stuff, I definitely have more of an incentive, or even more now, to be able to keep maintaining the truck, or possibly buy a new truck for that business. But I'm also using it for other things as well, as a tax write-off or whatever. So definitely potential there. So. Let's see here. Hope you're having good. Oh. Thank you. Your drink's right there. Let's see. Get out of here. Miss Kara is just, she's slap happy. She's slapping me now. Heavens. I'm getting hit. Yes. Yep. Here she is. Here her hands. That's great.
That'll make some people.
Just got done doing U-joint in Bakersfield, California. I'm from Waco, Texas. Haha, I wish I had a laptop to do my next YouTube video. Oh man, Chris, man, that is rough. That is anytime you have to do, roadside surgery or whatever, that's just in my mind, I just think like, okay, we need to do this right. We need to have, all the tools available, and do what you can with the time you got, and definitely know how that feels. Pulling off the highway and saying, okay, where am I going to get this or that from? So definitely with you. Chris James, glad you made a video about auxiliary tank. Had a close call and definitely getting one soon. Also, what do you use as fuel card? Chris, so with Synergy, we have the Com Data card. So that is our fuel pay card, or whatever you want to call it. And so that's what I use for fuel. Through Synergy, that's how I have all the fuel discounts. So Synergy largely has TA and Petro major discounts. Pilot, Loves, Flying J, it's a lot less and a lot fewer specific stations, whatever, truck stops. Wow. So yeah, calm data. David, I hear so much right now with the load boards and yards being empty, full, normal, running nonstop, and some settings for days and weeks. How does it look from your end, David? Okay. So Synergy's yards, last time I was up there, all of them are full. There's lots of them. On the load board, what I see on the load board is they put, and not all at one time, obviously. It's trickled in. At any point in time, there's roughly 100 to maybe 300 loads. And over time, people take what the cream of the crop, the best pay, the best direction, the best, whatever they want out of that. And then it gets kind of crunch time for certain loads. And obviously CDL loads, there's a lot less CDL drivers. So though there are more CDL loads left over. And so what you start to see, at least for me at Synergy, is they're still killing that squeaky ball there. There are old and hot loads that are only CDLs, and then there's not many regular non-CDL loads. And so right now there seems to be a squeezing out. They're not putting more and more loads on the board until they get the old CDL loads that are hot or old or whatever pushed out. And then usually that's what they do at Synergy. They'll wait and kind of squeeze those out, and then they'll put more on, and then they'll have to do it again if it gets real bad. If they got ones, if they've got loads that are not getting out in time, they're gonna make sure they get out, because that's gonna be the only thing left for them to get. So I'm not too worried about it. I know there are some companies out there that that have nothing on their load boards, maybe nothing in their yards. I don't know. Ryder, stop. Sorry, I'm like ADHD, and I get distracted very easily, if you can't tell. And I'm sorry about this. So yeah. What were you talking about? Yeah. So sorry. I don't know what other company. Maybe they have contracts with certain manufacturers that there's still part issues in the industry, but for the most part, Synergy's rolling. A lot of other companies are rolling, and it's not a whole lot of craziness going on right now. Pretty steady flow. The second I say that, it'll probably drop off. But for now, it's looking fine for me. But again, this industry, especially right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. Let's see. I'm going to signing on with somebody soon. Hopefully, before December 15th. You guys have helped out considerably. James, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to be a help. If you want to talk before you sign on with somebody, I'd love to do that. Any way I can help, love to. Hopefully, you find a good company that works for you, and that goes well. So, yeah. Chris, I'm probably going to hit up a shop tomorrow about a single piece drive shaft. Have you heard about doing this? If so, how much was it? So I had to look into that myself because I did not replace my U-joints on my drive shaft until like over 500,000, which is not a good idea. But they just didn't go out until then. But basically that means that my U-joints got toasted. They got essentially welded in there. I mean, I had a guy who had 100-ton press, and it was struggling to push these U-joints out. He heated it up with a torch. It was craziness. So all that to say, I've heard a lot of negative things about doing single-piece drive shafts. I don't know how much they are. Actually, no. I did look up a few of them. I think they were close to like $1,000. But if you get like the aluminum ones, there was somebody who was talking about aluminum ones, but they were saying if you are doing a lot of heavy towing and pulling a lot of stuff, that you could potentially like shred an aluminum single piece drive shaft. So I'm no mechanic. I try to do what I can on this channel. I wish I knew more about it. Thankfully, I've only had to mess with my drive shaft one time, just replace the U-joints. Hopefully I get another 500,000 miles out of it. I don't know. But yeah, had to do that. So sorry, I can't really be a whole lot of help on that, but that's all I know. Let's see. Bye. Have a good night. Text me when you get home, okay? Okay. Love you too. Okay. BTU trucks, your thing got hidden. Let me show that. How about a bed delete? I'll look that up later, but guys definitely do that. I'm not going to, but yeah, definitely an option. Let's see. What do you think the percentages are about the fifth wheel trailers? Kenneth, good question. I would say in between 60 to 70% travel trailers versus 40 to 30% fifth wheels. That's just that synergy with our lots that I see. Maybe I'm being a little bit more biased on the travel trailer side, but generally I see on any given time a significant bump in travel trailers versus the fifth wheels. Thanks, Dino. I will look into the phone consultation. It would be nice to speak with you. Yeah, Kevin, absolutely. Just hit me up. Also, anybody else, just know that when you do a request a phone consultation, if I don't personally go, and I can't do it on my phone, unfortunately, right now. If I don't go on to the computer and hit the button to verify, hey, I am confirming the appointment, even though it is a time slot that I have for certain days of the week. It's not a guarantee that I'm going to call you immediately at that time. You're just requesting it. If I'm available, I will absolutely give you a call when you put your phone number down. But there can be times where even with my availability, my availability changes week to week. So I will absolutely get with you though as soon as I can. So I'm not trying to be a jerk. Just wanted to let you guys know. It just may take me hours later on that day or maybe the next day. But I will definitely get back with you at some point. So yeah. Lee, what's going on? Before I started hauling RVs, I watched all your videos, saved me lots of money and troubles. So thanks for that. Awesome, man. That's my goal. That makes me so happy. I would like to know what you carry in your truck outside the tools and parts. Okay, so like clothes and bedding and other types of things. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a review or some type of video of what does a RV transporter keep that's not a tool, that's not a part that I keep on me. Are you just talking about stuff in the cab that I just that necessity stuff or things that I usually have, or are you talking more? I don't know. Let me know further what you mean by that outside of the tools and parts. I've probably got a few little gadgets that I have in my truck that might seem really dumb to you, but to me it seems worth it. I don't know. Definitely willing to share that. Just let me know what you're thinking there, Lee. Chris, I know the Rams with the CP4 are crapping out really bad. Yeah, that's what I hear too. To wait for that to be resolved. Chris, yes, definitely. That I don't want to be a part of that mess there. Good point on that. Going from CP3 to CP4, I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if I want to know what the difference is. But sounds like there's some major issues, and that does not sound like a good time. Tim, what's going on? Sorry I'm late. Just got the notice. Glad to have you, man. Very cool. Landstormer, good evening. How's it going? Glad to have you. Awesome. Kenneth, are you CDL or non-CDL? I am non-CDL. I have a CDL-B because I came from being a bus driver, and so that means nothing for us. So nothing for me for doing RV transport. So, yep, I'm non-CDL. With my truck, it's a one-ton dually, 2012. So I believe that was the last year before a lot of things changed. My GVWR is 12,300 pounds instead of like 14,000 for whatever year it started up, increasing significantly. So, yeah. Daniel Smith, glad to have you. Awesome. What's going on? Michael, love everything you talk about. Hey, man, I appreciate that. And glad to be a help if and when I can be. Awesome. Mine were also friction welded. Okay. Chris, are you talking about the auxiliary fuel tank? Or I'm trying to the CP3 pumps? That's what you're talking about? Man, I don't have the drink that you know that I love. It is out in the garage, and I didn't get to grab one coming in. So unfortunately, I am orange. Orange cream soda list. I was going to say something stupid, but yeah. See, my 1500 aluminum drive shaft cost me from Dodge $700. Wow, on a 1500. So this is probably, Tim, yours, it's probably going to be even more for a 3500, a longer shaft, I'm assuming, and have to be more sturdier or whatever. Jeffrey, how do the Liards look? Medium to heavy. I don't know. Pretty packed out. Last time I was there, I don't. Other companies that are having troubles getting trailers in, and maybe they've got part issues with those specific manufacturers. That's one thing that I've noticed a lot of people saying. Well, this company has stuff, but this company over here has nothing. And they keep hiring people, but there's no one actually pulling any trailers for them right now because there are no trailers. Well, my thought is maybe the reason why this company has trailers, this company has no trailers, is because they have different contracts with different manufacturers. And so if one company has a manufacturer that has parts coming in and it's going well, then they're of course going to have trailers pumping them out. But if they have the other people, if they have a different manufacturer who does not have parts available to them, that's going to be a problem. So that's my thought. I don't know. Yeah. So, Michael, hoping to start with Synergy in January. I'll have my own tractor trailer set up. Wow. Awesome, Michael. That's awesome. Man. So I'm assuming you'll be doing, doubles or triples or stuff like that. Let us know in the comments. Thanks. I see Synergy says they require 6 months of experience. Just driving, towing trailers. I drove tow truck for 20 years. Is that acceptable? David, here's the thing about transporting companies. When they need drivers badly, they'll take just about anybody with clothes on who has a key to a truck. If they don't need drivers, they get to increase their standards and be able to play the kind of games they want to play when they are desperate. And I would say we're, if we can get through the rest of 2020, and we make it to January. I'm assuming, unless crazy things happen with the virus again, in the middle of January when all the the shutdown happens, Christmas, New Year's time. There's a delay. Middle of January, it's full steam ahead all the way to July, like normal. So right now they are probably gearing up because they know they're going to be desperate for that middle of January, hustle. Doing I would say 20 years doing a tow truck would be more than enough. I've heard of guys getting accepted at other companies, and again, it's not just one company versus another. It's people inside the company, a part of the hiring process. If they like what they hear versus someone else doesn't like what they hear from you, it really could come down to that person. So, with all that being said, I think you should be fine. They're definitely desperate, even if you haven't towed something like that before. I've had before I started this job, I was a school bus driver. So to start off with, to be able to be a school bus driver, you have to have just about the most amount of training against, obviously, semi stuff is a little different, but outside of full CDLA training, school bus drivers have to be trained ridiculously every year. A lot of training, a lot of tests, a lot of handwritten stuff, at least where I live. And they accepted me off of that, not towing anything, but I had between 50 and like 70 kids in my back seat. And then I just had a 10-foot little utility trailer. So when I started, they did require, I can't remember how much experience, but I've never pulled a travel trailer in my life before this. So they took a chance on me. So yeah, David, all that to say, I'm rambling. Sorry, but I think they should be fine with you. I would just talk up the amount of experience you have, share experiences you had out on the road. It goes for anybody out there, being able to on the phone quickly and efficiently say, hey, I know how to handle situations out on the road. I know how to be safe, cautious. Safety is their priority at the end of the day, because if you're not safe, they pay more money, they lose contracts, everything goes down from there. So that's the name of the game. Lee, things used to make driving comfortable and eating, cooking, etc. Space is a premium. Lee, gotcha. Yeah, I will definitely do that. Wait, make sure you are the same person who said that before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Lee, I'll definitely make that video for you and kind of talk through those things. Yeah, coming to you in the somewhat near future. Yeah, very cool. Kenneth, I drove a prison bus for years and had a CDL bus B, and now I drive a Toyota P. Oh, gotcha. Mr. Ryder is right here trying to join me here, and I don't think we're gonna fit, buddy. I think I take up this chair as much as I really need to. See here, get back, buddy. Get back. Don't get hurt. My U-joints were also friction welded, and all I had was a hammer and 23 mil socket. Oh, Chris! Oh my word! That's a rough day. Oh, my condolences. Jeffrey, thanks, man. Your channel rocks. Hey, thanks, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. Glad to be a help if I can be. Very cool. I have a new Ram CP4, went out and took 3 months to get fixed. Oh, Adam. Oh, my word. I am sorry to hear that. Adam, are they just that far behind on getting parts to you, getting replacement CP4 pumps? Why did it take 3 months? That's crazy. Tim, there's a Dodge truck salvage yard in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So I'll look into that. What about a video for hours of service for all us new guys? Anything else that could keep us out of trouble with DOT? Oh man. To me, I almost consider hours of service, DOT stuff, to be, almost like financial advice. When you say this is how it is, but if I said everything right, but you took it like it was something, like this over here, and then you get in trouble because you acted on my advice, that makes me cringe. I really don't want to do that. That makes me very nervous. Anything I say on here, I want it to be accurate. I want it to be correct. Honestly, I thought about, and you guys tell me, you tell me if this is a bad idea, if it's a good idea, if I'm a jerk, you tell me. But for some time now, I've thought about making a course for going through DOT rules and regulations, how to fill out a logbook, how to go through different scenarios that come up, and different ways of, not different ways, but how to address, logbook stuff and taking care of those things. But my thought was, if I'm going to put all that effort into like a course like that, that, it should be worth my time, worth my energy, spending all that on it. So thinking about, charging money for that. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'm a jerk for, asking for money for building a course like that. Seems like it's going to be an incredible amount of work, and a lot of behind the scenes work. So I don't know. I don't know. Don't know if I'm a jerk for that, but I've thought about that, and I think it's needed. Because, oh my word, I hear all the time how people are, they get out of orientation and they're just sitting there going, I have no idea how to fill out this logbook. I have no idea how to do, if this happens out on the road, what do I categorize that as? If this happens, what do I do? How do I end the day? How do I know that I've done it right? Like, and people, oh my word, and people are going out there for the first time ever, and they're not even sure about everything. And it's not their fault. They didn't get trained well. And so I'm just thinking, man, I want to be a part of the solution, but it's going to take a lot of time and effort. And I just don't know if it's worth my time putting a full course together like that, or if I should just answer individual questions in live streams like this, or make a video every once in a while about it. I just don't know. So, you guys tell me, am I a jerk for, wanting to do a course, and charging money for it? Obviously it wouldn't be that much money, but it just seems like a lot of time and effort, and it's not going to be that worth it, in some of these things. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's see. Chris, once you get another truck, are you planning on keeping your current truck as a backup? Chris, absolutely. I would probably transition things a little bit, on my dually truck, to be for more local work, for doing my dumpster rental business. But definitely going to keep it until the wheels fall off and everything else. I probably wouldn't put, a whole lot of high quality parts on it. If it's just going to sit for most of the time if I'm out on the road, or just doing the local small dumpster stuff. So, yeah. Gotcha. Understandable. Flying a week from tomorrow to pick up. Oh my word, 450 XLT. Nice. Then it is for a tank and fifth wheel. Kenneth, you are doing it right, my friend. Oh my word. That's some serious cash, but man, you're going to do it right. That's the way to do it, man. Go to Dan's. Everything about them, I've been so pleased with them. That is an awesome start to a profitable business, hopefully for you. Are impossible to get right now. People are starting to convert these new Rams back to the CP3. Oh my word, that's crazy. Parts are on back order. Wow, Adam. If you do a course, you will get into conflict with the compliance officer. Each company, best way to stay away from that. Just my advice. Gotcha, Lee. And the thing is, I've thought about, what if I went to certain companies and said, hey, I will build you a course. I will make the course for you. You tell me what your specific, rules are that you think are what DOT says. There's flexibility in certain areas, and I'll make a course for you, and I can make a course for you over here, and all these different companies, or just a general broad one. A very basic course, and sell that or lease that to each company to use every year. So I don't know. And the thing is, if the information I give out is accurate to DOT regulations, why would the compliance people at different companies have issues unless they are kind of wandering around the rule book, themselves? I don't know. Horizon tells me all orientation is online now. Gotcha, Kenneth. Yes, I second that. Each company wants a little different things. Yeah, Lee. Gotcha. Stay away from those. There are other videos about this already. Yeah. I get real upset when told anything else. Tim, yeah, probably was. Yeah. Yeah. That's just, for the most part, that's a tree I don't want to bark up. I don't want to, be barking up at. But I've just considered it along the way. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Officer in your state, officer. Your state officer Hoover. Gotcha. Oh man. Let's see here. Well, I'll tell you where I'm going this week. I'm going to Georgia, just northeast of Atlanta. So I'll just kind of bounce around the top of Atlanta. And then I have a backhaul, which is incredible. I have a backhaul from basically Chattanooga back up to Synergy. So that will be awesome. That'll be cool to be able to have that and get some decent pay before Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely going to be home for Thanksgiving. So yeah, bought the cheap version. Can you believe? Get out of the truck to lower the tailgate by hand. Oh man. Oh my. Wow. Let's see what else. Was there something I missed up there? Actually, there was something I wanted to share with you guys real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up here, maybe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let's see. All right. I hope you can actually see this. But I just had a business card made for the YouTube channel to be able to pass out to people. And maybe leave them places. I don't really know. Just to be able to spread the word, try to be a help to people around Goshen, around Elkhart area. So I just had this made by somebody, and I think it's awesome. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't really know. But here is. Oh no! If you can actually see that. I don't know if you can actually see that. Oh, phone turned off. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. Oh well. Um, yeah. So, anyways, that is my new business card that I'm probably going to be buying quite a bit of and just passing out, handing out. Just trying to reach more people if I can, to be a help to especially like new drivers and stuff. So, yeah, that's my new one of my plans. Some of the ad revenue from the uh, ads I'm going to be putting in to pay for this. So it's going to be like 30, 40, 50 bucks somewhere. And then it was like 25 bucks to have the person create it for me. So yeah. You close to me. You will be close to me, Daniel. Oh yeah, Tim. Didn't you say you're in Chattanooga or real close there? Yeah. We'll have to get together or something. Depending on timing wise, definitely have to check that out. See if we can get some lunch or something like that. That'd be cool. Kenneth, you making fun of fair winds and falling seas. My truck is okay with 40,000. I plan on getting this after the first of the year. M. Walker. Yeah. Again, just the Christmas, New Year's. There's going to be kind of a delay period. So halfway through January is when things really start picking up. And on into February, it's blast off season. So that's a good time to get into this. Outside of COVID happening. Yeah. So, yes, Chris, but don't tell him. What do you do during a 24-hour reset? Can you use your truck to for shopping, meet a friend, go to a movie when on reset? David, yeah, so during a 34-hour reset, if you are not home or whatever, or if you are home, doesn't really matter. Personal conveyance, you would, whatever you're doing, you can go and do that and then come back to where you were and then be able to go from there after your 34-hour. So, David, business card looks good. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I like the black and red, and I've got on the back side, I've got my truck pulling a fifth wheel, and then on the front side, I've got my truck pulling a travel trailer. And it took forever to find those pictures at those angles, but I wanted a little variety. But yeah, pretty pleased with it, and hopefully can help some people down the road. Any advice for crossing into Canada? Picking up tomorrow, going up there. Card looks good. Thanks, Lee. I've never taken a trailer up to Canada. I know one guy who did, or who has multiple times. He had a real headache at the border. He handed all the paperwork in the packet that Synergy gives. It's a plastic cover that holds everything in. He handed the packet. He brought all of his paperwork in his binder, set it down on the counter, and the lady grabbed the packet of stuff and dumped the entire thing out and said, "This is what I think about your packet." And so my buddy was just like, okay. And then the person had to pick up all the stuff they just dropped everywhere on the floor. And like they did some dramatic thing. So anyway, that's a story he told me. And very strange. They ripped apart his truck, left everything for him to go grab on the ground and put back in. And that nothing I want to be a part of. He was there for hours. So I don't know if that's just a one random thing. They thought he was hauling drugs or some type of craziness, but they treated him like garbage. And I got nothing for that. So hopefully you have a better situation than he did. And you're able to just fly through there. But yeah, I haven't. I'm probably not going to. Just not where I'm wanting to go. I'm near Blue Ridge. Tim, let's see. Where is Blue Ridge compared to? I really don't know. So let me. Blue Ridge, Georgia. To Chattanooga. Boom. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's not far. Not that far at all. Let's see. Okay, I just got 3 feet of snow. Oh dear. That's also not my cup of tea right there. 3 feet of snow. Ugh. Use my truck when I need to use it. I still carry personal insurance, so there's no conflict when I PC. Gotcha, Chris. Yep. What should you prefer? Travel transfer for the Chris? I'll just say this. I keep running into this question. Fifth wheels, 1,000,000% better fuel economy, easier to hook up, more stability. All of those things are major things for me. My only thing in the past is that I had the wrong toolbox that was way too high. It was almost bed rail high. And so I had to raise the fifth wheel up crazy high, back it up, and then drop it down. And it was a nightmare. But definitely fifth wheels if I can get them. In general, I prefer lighter weight trailers. So that generally turns into a travel trailer. But if there's anything close, a fifth wheel and a travel trailer, and those are the only 2 options, and they're reasonable weights, close to each other, I'm definitely going to grab the fifth wheel. No question about it. Especially now that I have a real toolbox that's a fifth wheel toolbox that's perfect. I mean, it's just great. I go fishing no matter my 34 comes and start logging from where I finish fishing. Gotcha, Lee. Oh, I missed something here. I have EcoDiesel. Will Synergy hire me for towaway? Being able to tow 9,000 pounds. Is the EcoDiesel, is that a 1,500? Or is that a 2,500? Tim there. V6 Eco. Huh. If it's a wow. If it's a 3/4 ton, they generally don't go by what the tow rating is. They go by is it a 3/4 ton or an actual 1 ton? They don't do very few actually do 1,500s or half tons. Yes, 1,500 beacons. Okay, yeah. And that's not because of power issues or it's not even the diesel issue, even though most people prefer diesels. It's the suspension. You may be able to find one company out there that's willing to play ball with you, that they just understand that you're not able to take bigger ones. But having a 1,500, I would think that's going to limit you quite a bit, unfortunately, across the board. But I would say it's worth a shot. If you do have you can tell them it's a diesel. You can pull up to 9,000, and I would just be very concerned about your suspension system. Maybe get some airbags. If they do let you, get some airbags and try that route to be able to keep the truck suspension in shape, that nothing goes bad with it. My buddy's about to start. If he likes it, he's going to get a new truck. Chris, gotcha. Kenneth, if if you're talking to me, I'm only able to pull 13.7, 13,700 pounds for mine. Unless you were talking to, I can't say the first name. I'm a fool, but Tim. There, most of those I see are over 16K. Kenneth, yeah, I've seen fifth wheels as low as like 9,500, but 10,000 and up is really where fifth wheels are at. M. Walker, Kenneth, I live in a fifth wheel. It's empty weight, a little over 10K. Gotcha. Frank, what's going on, Frank? Glad to have you. Glad to see someone else who lives in a fifth wheel. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Man. Oh, man. Gotcha, guys. The two loads last week to start. Very good, Frank. Awesome. Let's see here. One Joe Bear, what's going on, man? Away Buffalo or barbecue wing kind of guy. Also, what's the shortest trip? Was it worth the money? Lastly, looking, chasing that dub. Oh, bro. So if it's barbecue, it's got to be a honey barbecue. I got to get that sweet flavor. But I do like the buffalo. If I've got buffalo, if I'm hitting buffalo hard, I've got to have some juice next to me or some water, because I'll be sweating and crying and blowing my nose and everything. But I don't know. I feel like I'm like a 4 or a 5 on the wimp scale. So one is like an absolute wimp, and 10 is like fearless. I'm like a 4 or 5. I'm willing to dabble into the middle area with some buffalo stuff, but in general, I'm more of a honey barbecue. B-dubs honey barbecue, bro. That will put me down. I'll hit 20 of those things with some onion rings, and I will be in a happy place until tomorrow. But yeah, shortest trip I've ran. Shortest trip was 150 miles. It was actually only 112 miles, but the minimum pay at Synergy is 150 miles. So it was like $1.20 something at that time for 150 miles. I only spent like, I don't know, $40, and I made, what would that be? So I probably made like $140 roughly, just after fuel. I don't know if that's really worth my time. It was just to kind of fill in a gap before I could get the trailer I was supposed to pull. They were fixing it or something was going on with the LED light, something like that. But anyways, yeah, probably not worth it for that, honestly. Unless it fits into your bigger schedule. But yeah, we will have to do that sometime, man. Getting the win in the game. So let's see. M. Walker, I have Class B, Texas. Gotcha. Chris, I pulled the fifth wheel. Fresno this week. It was 12,031 foot. Yeah, 12Ks. That's about the sweet spot in there. 11 to 12, maybe 13 for non-CDL, what I'm able to pull. One was to Syracuse, and the second one was in Warren, Michigan. Gotcha. Respect. For radio or another streaming for music. Chris James. So I do have Sirius XM radio. I'm probably paying way more money than I really want to. Probably need to get rid of it, to be honest. But it is nice to have if there's nothing else, or if there's no service on my phone from YouTube playing music. I've got playlists on YouTube. I'll run through those. But yeah, Sirius XM radio. Generally, I'm able to have signal no matter where I'm at in the country. But yeah, I wouldn't. I think I got that when I first started driving, and I was like, oh man, this would be great. And then I'm like, all right, well, it's just radio, so it's it's whatever. But just depends on what music you like and how much of your music you like, is actually on there. So let's see. What's up, man? Sitting in waiting to drop off this camper in the morning. Quick pointers for a newbie just started last month. Let's see. Quick pointers, real quick. Do not forget your battery. Don't forget your license plate. Don't forget anything at the dealerships. When I first started out, man, I lost like 2 batteries, 1 license plate. Take your time, walk yourself through it. And one thing that I'm going to probably end up doing, I don't know if other people will really care to see it or have it, but kind of a diagram in my mind. I'm picturing, front, back, left, right. So take off in the front, I take off the battery of the trailer. On the back, I take off the license plate, and then the 2 sides are simply the Synergy placard. Some companies might require you to run with your placards empty on the way home. Certainly, if you're CDL, you're going to have to if you have a trailer. But I've been yelled at and told by DOT officers to not even have those on when I'm empty. I shouldn't go through weigh stations. I've been cussed out, almost cussed out by a DOT officer about that for wasting their time. But they pulled me over to tell me that I was wasting their time. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, don't leave your stuff at the dealerships. Make sure you have everything signed. Don't lose your receipt if you have a unit that requires a wash fee receipt. And if you're going east and your company pays for tolls back, take the time to don't turn in your paperwork till you get back to Indiana. If you're just going to be turning in the paperwork eventually, you might as well wait till you get back to Indiana to submit your stuff with all of your receipts, not just half of the way, on the way there. I know somebody who turns in the receipts as soon as they deliver, and then they pay out of their own pocket all the way to come back through Ohio and Indiana to come pick up another trailer. To me, that seems very strange. I don't know why that is. They don't transfer the money or spend it or anything else. They would have had to have, gone through it there anyways. So anyways, that's a couple thoughts for you. Hopefully that helps you. And if there's anything I can do in the future, let me know. I'd be glad to help. What is your position on idling at night? Lee, I have a video covering that. It's called Idling at Night. I'm very creative. I definitely idle at night. When we're on the road for 11 hours straight, I definitely do believe that on top of regens and stuff, it is going to be able to clear out most of the debris in your truck. So I do idle at night. Some people don't. That's fine. You do what you got to do. It's your truck. But I definitely do for AC, for heat. I am going to, if I'm going to be doing this job, I'm going to be comfortable. But I'm also not buying a hotel every night. That's for sure. So that's kind of my middle of the road, weighing the cost of doing business and having my truck idle at night. Daniel, do you use a CB radio for a backup? Tim, I've looked into it. I've thought about it. If there was a cheap setup, maybe I would buy one. I don't. I have not. Never used one before. I think it would be interesting. I don't know how much I'd use it. Yeah, I don't have anything else more to say on that. Not worth the money for serious. Or other stuff is free. Yeah, M Walker, I feel that. Pandora, etc. Yeah, there's so many streaming services that are out there that are free. Definitely worth it just to find one of those. Checklist I could tick off and wipe it off and reuse when I have to do it again. David, very good idea. I actually have something that's similar to that that I'm going to be putting out at some point here when I have more free time to be able to do it. But something that you guys can print off and go through. And for every single load that you have, I'm also looking into, well, I'll tell you later, but some other bigger stuff that will take more time, but some stuff you guys can use for free that will hopefully be huge for you. So that is the goal. Walkers in places don't have cell. My phone is useless. That is Ohio. CT off-road, yes. Yeah, I don't know why you would turn in your paperwork before getting back to Indiana when you're just going to pick up another trailer and go back out. Like, I don't know why you got to spend all this money, or it makes you feel better having turned in the paperwork and seeing the money in your account earlier rather than getting reimbursed for everything. I don't know. I don't understand that. Dang, if I pay that much money just to listen to a radio. M. Walker, I feel you. I'm the fool who's still paying my subscription for it, but I definitely feel that, and I probably just need to cancel. It's just not worth it. Make a list of your stuff going on the trail and hook up and check off before you have off the plates before $50 and a police report. Eugene, yeah, very good idea. Good thoughts there. Yeah, $50 for a plate. It adds up quick. I definitely had to do that. What kind of mattress do you use? I have an air mattress right now. I'm looking to upgrade mattress. Where did you get it? And CT off-road. So I'm currently looking. I have an air mattress right now. I am currently looking for a custom mattress to fit the back of the bed or back of the truck. That is in the works. I'll be sharing anything that happens with that. Trying to find a good setup for that, but that is coming up in the future. Because I'm done with air mattresses. I'm so tired of them. I'm sure it was $6 a month. And to cut it off, they will call with a good discount. Chris James, gotcha, man. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Wheeling dealing them. It's quite over here at the house now. Kara, this is Miss Kara. This is my fiance. She's over at her apartment now, so glad she is home safe. You can break the silence noise and also know ahead of time. It's bad to be back in the good. So I'm ready to go back to the niceness, the old days, and more helpful. M. Walker, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would hook up a CB and use it if there was something real cheap just to try it out. But yeah, that's definitely an option there. I think I might cut it off a little earlier. Usually we go an hour and a half, maybe an hour, close to 2 hours. It's an hour, 18 minutes right now. But I think I'm going to cut it off for now here and get ready. I've got to be going to Goshen to pick up my Georgia trailer. And then probably, I don't know where I'll stop because I'll have to be, let's see. I'll probably still be in Tennessee somewhere. Yeah, I'll still be in Tennessee tomorrow night, and then deliver Tuesday morning sometime. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a great night tonight. And what's it over there? She's got Bella, so it's all right. She's good. That makes custom mattresses of any size. I'll email the link. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate that. We have one here as well, a custom mattress place, but I haven't gone to really look at it yet. So I was going to go there and maybe someplace online. There's got to be someplace somewhere online that we can just send them the dimensions and they just go at it. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night tonight. Stay safe, and I'll see you down the road. God bless.